We have a match. Damn, Frozen Yeti's MMR is getting up there. So I do think Eugene does have competition in this group. I mean, look at Yeti. Yeti's MMR is literally higher than Eugene's. And Eugene typically struggles against Elf, particularly Demon Hunter stuff. So, you know, by no means is Eugene way up there compared to the group. And Yeti can definitely take some maps off of him. So we shall see if he does so. Because currently Eugene is sitting like 5-0 or 6-0 in his group, I think. Which obviously is really good for him. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Top right, spawn! The red night elf, Frozen Yeti! I used to actually be pretty similar MMR to Yeti for quite a while. So I have played him a few times myself. And he's definitely pretty decent. I'm not exactly sure what he struggles with the most comparative to my play, but he's definitely pretty solid. Anyways, moving on. Bottom left spawn, our yellow undead. It is Eugene, and he is going a ghoul build, a second ziggurat added as well already. I believe this used to indicate a lot of different things in the past. So second ziggurat used to be like, oh, be aware that the undead might push you with this because they can afford more ghouls early and they're not teching right away. But I think this is just the standard now. You pretty much always go second ziggurat as undead because extra ghouls helps a lot for creeping, and of course if you're going expansion play then you want it as well. Like it's just all around what you want. But yeah, Yeti going for the keeper. So no Demon Hunter first play. No Treants yet either, which surprises me. He has skilled Treants though, but maybe just doesn't want it to get entangled. I think summoning Treants here early can be good, because then by the time you finish the creep, you'll finish it faster, and when you finish it, you can have a second set of Treants and creep this right away. Eugene going for a small camp as well. Has a sack skull, so potentially looking to expand, but there is a Wisp here. Wisp does have 105 health, so will survive a coil. Oh, still gets killed though. And Eugene going for the expo. Yeti sees this though, will let the Treants and Archers get level 2, but heading over with his keeper. However, Eugene has already taken out the blue ogre, and the trappers die quite quickly to this normal damage. So going to be tough here for Yeti to really do a ton of damage. Oh, we see him. Oh my god, what was that play? Sneaks in with the Wisp. Gets the Detto on half the Blight as well as the skeletons there. One kill on a ghoul. However, he is out of mana now. And need to go for the cancel on the gold mine. So I figured out, as an elf here, your play is to actually just delay the gold mine. You can't stop the ziggurat. You can't really fight the ghouls unless they, unless the undead got them really weak from creeping. Your goal, pick off weak ghouls or skeletons and then cancel the gold mine. Maybe kill an acolyte. That's it. Don't go for the ziggurats unless, you can get a quick cancel on it. But yeah, Yeti ends up using most of his mana, which does force him to now come back, drains his wells. But it's going to be hard to push again, because Eugene is ready. Lots of ghouls. Gold mine is already almost finished. Ice tower is up. Yeti realizes though, is going to just expand himself. And I think, well, I don't know if he's expanding himself, but he's going to clear his expo, and I think this is the right call. But Eugene will pick off one archer right away. Yeti continuing the creep, but another one gets ensnared. Oh, Entangle coming out. Will secure one ghoul here. There is quite a lot of damage from Yeti, but the archers also die so fast to this normal damage. Nice deny. However, every one of these archer kills is huge. Because Yeti just, he doesn't have his counter expo, and he doesn't have, you know, some huge tech advantage. And Eugene already level 3. Undead fast expo play. You gotta be so careful because things can spiral out of control really quickly against this. And it all came down to, I think, Yeti's choice of what he used mana on. The goal should be more of summon lots of treants and make sure their gold mine doesn't get up. But, you know, he went for like a ghoul kill with an entangle and the treants and didn't really cancel the gold mine, and now situation's looking rough. Eugene's already level 3, going for a pretty big camp here for his small army, but will get it. And Yeti nicely taking out the direwolf in the middle, gets level 3 himself now and has his demon hunter creeping. Counter expo on the way. A lot of skeletons here, but should be able to pick them off fairly easily. Nice little block coming out, but these skeletons not going to do much. DK is out of mana and half health, so he doesn't really want to do anything yet. Oh my god, and we got... Oh no! Oh, straight out of like Baron's playbook or something. Like, what is this, dude?
The town is under siege.
Just make more Gargs XD. Now Baron doesn't actually expo though, as far as I know. Oh, Keeper staffing in. Ancient War not really in position right now, which is a bit rough. Oh, he's actually going archers. Okay. So after this wisp, or both of these wisps, he will likely tech tier 3 and look to get marksmanship and a third hero and orb and all that. Looks like now he's going to try to harass a bit, but Eugene already seems ready for it. Not to mention DK is here, level 3, has a coil available. Yeti deciding to back off instead. Level 2 treants was the choice, which honestly I kind of like doing level 2 treants more often myself. The benefit is it makes creeping quite a bit easier when you have an extra treant to tank. And as you can see, he's not really able to do much with Entangle anyways. We'll get one Acolyte kill, but is taking a ton of damage. And this is something... Oh my god, even gets this around, forces the TP. Nerubian OP XD. Okay. These ones hurt the most. I'm not sure how much Undeads realize this, but dishing out that coil to deal a ton of damage on a keeper that is low mana, this is the result. You're just completely dry on your Moonwells, and now it's so hard as Elf to do much for quite a while until the next nighttime, which is why you see the Moonstone coming out. Mana Stone, not too great. Sobi Mask, not too great. They will help with the Keeper in terms of summoning lots of treants or using entangles, but as the game goes on, the effectiveness of Keeper kind of runs low. However, Sobi and Mana Stone can be amazing if we see a Panda third, and against this sort of Garg strategy, that is generally the right call. Get a Panda third, try to creep it up to level 3 as well. So the items, not too great right now. Roar can be good with archers though. Roar, good with archers. Mana Stone, Sobi can be good with a Panda. You know, there's some merit in long... Oh, Lich needs to be careful. Where's the DK? Lich! Buys an invuln. He was in range of the shop, but he's starting to get surrounded. However, the DK has arrived, and the DH getting focused in return. There is another Nova. Oh my god, he popped his... Oh my... I thought he popped I thought he popped the mana potion too soon and was gonna get like burned. But did still get the Nova off. DH falls. And a huge pick off there from Eugene. Yeah, even if the DH got back to his base, look at these wells, there's not much to work with. Would have to buy a lot of potions. We see another Moonstone having to be used. Eugene already has 80 max supply, or 55 out of 80 food, so he can just build units now. No more ziggurats needed. And he already has 2 damage upgrades on his Gargs. Oh my god. How do you deal with 20 to 29 damage Gargs? It's like more damage than marksmanship archers do. These things are insane. All the wisps dying really quickly. Wants to keep that tower up so he can defend. Keeper arriving with invis, but not going to get much done here. Entangle not even going to secure that ghoul kill, as it is only level 1 Entangle. And now the Keeper getting focused. No mana potion though, so doesn't have to worry about a coil coming in. And the archers having a tough time dealing with these ghouls in the front line. Still 4 ghouls here on top of, 4 ghouls on top of the Gargs. This Lich, pretty stacked items. Lots of consumables still available. Archer count starting to rise up though. They do have 1 damage upgrade. And tier 3 is almost, getting close to finished. Then we will see marksmanship and maybe a 3rd hero. But Eugene already pushing to 62 food. Might see him, picks up an orb. Might see him just creep for a little, get mana up from his statue, and then push again with like 70 food. And that 70 food undead push is going to be very scary. Yeti's going to need extremely good positioning. Probably needs to preemptively summon treants and get a like 6 treant line to cover the front. Otherwise, this undead army is going to just completely overwhelm. Yeti trying to be aggressive though. Not going to be the right call though. Immediately has to back off. More treants for the Scourge. And this DK starting to near level 5. Archers. Oh my god, there's a Naga now too. Archers could go down very quickly if Eugene jumps on this, but the DH is the focus, and DH dropping super low. Oh, Yeti presses the wrong button, pops the invuln instead of the staff. And I literally did something like that myself earlier too. Oh. Eugene taking the first game quite comfortably. I think Yeti wasn't prepared for the expansion play, and Eugene pulled it off really nicely. So yeah, game 2. Eugene versus Yeti. Let me update this score real quick. Okay, top left. Our winner of the first game, the Yellow Undead, Eugene, once again going for the Crypt build, or Crypt Altar build, Ghoul build. And very interesting building placement as well. Going for like this sort of, like he has the ziggurat up front, but he's not actually protecting it with like an altar or a crypt here. It's just literally up front. So can definitely be good, if you need to upgrade a Nerubian. You can catch out the Keeper before he can reach the Acolytes. We'll see how it works for him though. And at the bottom right, our red Night Elf, FROZENYETI. Let's see if he can change something up here and try to punish Eugene if he goes for the Expo again. And he is changing something up, going for Demon Hunter now instead of the Keeper of the Grove. Demon Hunter is typically worse against an expansion play. However, if you can get past that point, Demon Hunter can of course carry harder in the late game than Keeper. So that will be the goal. reach endgame without being too far behind economically, and just get huge levels on the Demon Hunter and let mana burn carry you. Also, Eugene has typically struggled most against Demon Hunter, I believe. So I think this could be a good choice for Yeti. Going for the standard creeping as well. Has a Wisp in place in case he wants to try to pull and creep this second. But generally I think that camp's kind of sketchy for Demon Hunter second because he just takes so much damage. Oh, okay. I thought he was going to deny. And Eugene going for the small orange first. Does get the Wisp kill as well, but invested a coil for that. Oh, this camp's going to be a little difficult. An Anchor Smash right away doing AoE damage. Ghoul getting ensnared. Already a coil down from using on the Wisp as well. So he actually is taking quite a big chunk of damage here. And this is what Yeti needs actually. Okay, so Yeti did go for the Wisp pull and is sniping the Snare Caster. Wants to get that level 4 kill for his level 2 as well as get the item from it. Archer has taken a decent chunk of damage as well. But now we will... Oh, is Yeti going to complete the camp? He is actually trying to complete the camp or just clear the level 2. But Eugene's already expanding. Yeti going to be really late now if he decides to harass this. We already have some good lich items for later as well. DK hitting quite hard and instantly dropping the gold mine as the Night Elf is nowhere nearby. And going to be a rough situation for Yeti. If Yeti throws up his own, if the Night Elf here throws up his own counter expo, it can still be fine. But Eugene could potentially cancel that. He has a skeleton heading over there. Looks like he's scouting if there's a Wisp here as well. But heading over to check out the expo. We'll see that there is none though. And this might just be some sort of tier 3 rush and bear push with level 3 DH, level 3 Panda later. DH, amazing items. I'm a little sad Yeti never made it over to Eugene's side of the map to harass the expo, because Eugene had actually taken quite a bit of damage on his Death Knight from the first camp. So I think this the Demon Hunter could have really put damage in. Oh. Eugene just barely didn't start the camp. Coil invested, as is a mana burn. Should see more mana burns come out. Another coil invested, does not want to lose his mana. But the DH nearing level 3 would really like to get another camp somewhere. Might just try to snipe this level 5 creep. And he is. Picks up the Boots of Speed as well. And this DH can do some crazy damage. He honestly probably wants a replenishment potion here. Gets Wand of Illusion. Good for later. And it is going to be the Panda second. So we might see a bear push. Or we might just see a late expansion Mass Triad play. Unsure yet. DH needs to be a little careful. Does get a mana burn up. Oh, gets the TP off 14 health. Oh my god. Playing on the edge there. But does get the mana burn off. And DK is out of mana now and kills a ghoul. So ends up working out okay-ish for our Night Elf. And he's already set up to creep the lab with the Panda. Might need some repair here though. Panda going to take a bit of damage. And the DK coming over as well. But DK is not going to have a great time if he is taking a bunch of damage from this DH. So shouldn't be too big of a problem for our Night Elf. Yeti just needs to be careful not to deny the experience. And he does so very nicely. Will get his Ancient Wonders cancelled, but that is of course fine. Ancient Wonders doesn't eat up your resources too much at all. And DH just looking to chase the Death Knight away. Death Knight without mana, without much health. Oh my god. We're getting some more towers set up. Only one extra crypt this time, so 2 crypts and the graveyard. So it could still be fiends, but it could be Gargs. Oh my god. Almost trapped it. Almost had this around, but Death Knight does escape. Just barely. But Panda already 2.3. Lab is crept. Could move the Ancient of War over to the next camp and just work on getting that level 3. We have second lore finally coming up. Adding in 1 Dryad, no Expo, so it is going to be some sort of tier 3 push with level 3/3 heroes. Invuln picked up. Wand of Illusion will be amazing for this push. And Eugene is actually going Fiends. And I think this is actually good for Yeti. Facing ghouls and fiends with DH Panda and bears is definitely what you'd rather face than if there was a bunch of Gargs. Because if there's too many Gargs, then the push could be pretty tough when you don't have that much anti-air. It's hard to push into towers that have Garg support. Panda, of course, can crush Gargs later game, but the actual push is pretty difficult because of the towers being there alongside the Gargs. However, I'm not sure how well it functions with Ghoul Fiends. Maybe it'll still be fine. As a Ritual Dagger sitting on the ground, inventory full. But yeah, Yeti has reached 3/3, tier 3 unlocked. Not really having any bears though. He only has 2 Dryads. So this push not going to be too effective. However, he does have, oh my god, he has no TP either. He does have level 2 Breath of Fire though, which can put on some big damage against the Acolytes or a straight up fight. But with this tower support here, another tower being upgraded. There's only 4 Acolytes here. Eugene, you're like money with 4 Acolytes, dude. I wonder if he'll notice now that he's here. There's a big 4 out of 5 here, bro. Where's your Acolyte? He hasn't noticed. A
player's forces are under attack.
Banshees. Banshees are a huge play. It's all going to be about buying time now for our Undead player to get that anti-magic shell up from those Banshees. But the Panda should be looking to fight here, is looking to fight here. Undead's mana is dry. And Breath of Fire coming out. Dryad's looking to focus the Fiend. No dust, but should be able to reveal here. Does get the reveal onto the Fiend. Dryads need to be careful. But there's no mana on the Undead side. Eugene, maybe a little bit overcommitment from Eugene, but he is trying to get the DH and does drop it quite low. Breath of Fire not really hitting the ghouls there, but Yeti has a bear now. Oh my god, where are you going? Demon Hunter was going on a journey. What? We don't need no journey of self-discovery here, bro. You got a bear to rejuvenate you here. Okay. Demon Hunter has arrived. Gets the rejuve. Will be healed up now. And with Wand of Illusion here, he can actually really push. He has 2 bears. Can fool them with 2 more fake bears. And looking to pick up an orb, but he's so poor. Oh, he's bought so many items. Scroll of Healing, Scroll of Protection. Earlier he bought Staff, Boots, Invuln, Dust. Oh. He just sold Slippers. No. Oh. I see a lot of people do that actually. They sell Slippers instead of Claws, which to me seems really weird. I feel like I would always choose to sell Claws over Slippers on a Demon Hunter. But I don't know. Yeah, Undead looking to just get his mana back up. Does have Orb of Corruption and 2-0 damage Fiends. He has, I think he has Ghoul Frenzy as well. Disease Cloud on the way. Adept Banshees. This Undead army is getting very scary very quick, and there was no final push from the Night Elf. A little bit of misuse of the staff there. I think he was... I'm not really sure exactly what he was trying to do with it. Maybe he was trying to move it in his inventory and accidentally cast it. But not a big deal. Panda has some great items. Expo is up. Not mining yet though, but he does have a protector. And he has wisps he can just transfer over, as he already does have a shredder. And Wand of Illusion comes in. Which DH is real? Eugene holding his mana for now, but that's just going to result in the burn. And DK already out of mana, does have a potion though. Protection scroll is used, but there's a destroyer here. It will get a devour off eventually. I don't think he actually has yet though. But Orb, Demon Hunter going to work. There's no mana on the undead heroes. The Panda also getting focused. No staff. No staff of preservation. The Panda is stranded. He's going to fall. Oh, Panda, even as tanky as he was, not enough to survive against the Orb of Corruption and will fall. A bear also falls. And I think Yeti a little too over aggressive there. He only just got his expansion up. Oh, whoops. He only just got his expansion up, so hitting there was probably not the right timing. And results in him losing a bear, a panda, and a bit more of his ground force. A rough spot now for our Night Elf. But there is still always some hope if you can hold on. Bears plus Demon Hunter and Panda can always do some insane damage. However, it's looking rough. Eugene's at 70 food, might be mixing in master training for his Banshees soon with Possess. Has 3-0 Fiends, but a Fiend getting focused. DK went shopping. However, the DH is all alone and going to get coil. Oh, no, there's no coil. He has boots still. He's surviving. DH, run. Oh my god. And now the DK might be forced into a TP. Eugene, what are you doing? Oh my god. What is happening? Yeti needs to use some of his rejuvenation, but Eugene has wisely pulled back. Oh my. That was... What was happening, dude? What? That was almost Eugene throwing there, by the way. Like, if he didn't pay attention that his DK got surrounded, if he didn't focus the DH and get him out of the fight there, like, he could have lost so much. But manages to hold on, gets out, DK healing up. And with this next Ziggurat, pushing master training, still has a ritual dagger on the ground, by the way. With the next Ziggurat, should be able to add an A-bomb, which he is. A couple more Fiends, and then like Banshee after this. And this Undead army getting scary, but nice mana burn coming out on the DK. DK stacked with consumables. Oh my god, look at these items. Probably should put the greater mana on the DK and the small mana on the Lich. But small things. Double heal scroll. Greater mana. Mana. Rod of Necromancy. Invuln. Insane items. DH does have a staff. Will be able to save that bear. But I do not know if he can save the next bear. Eugene walking in front with that level 2 aura. Gets a block off. Might invest a... Oh, second staff comes in. Another bear saved. And will Eugene come in? It's a little scary. There is an Ancient War and a Protector. But Yeti still needs time to produce more bears and rejuvenate the 2 weak ones he staffed out. And DH also getting low. Does not have anything to save it. Mana Potion. Coil comes out. DH falls. And Eugene now in a very, very comfortable spot here. Not much Yeti can do at this point other than hope his panda somehow carries. He does have a lot of mana to work with, but with statues and heal scrolls... Actually, Eugene used his heal scrolls. Oh, Destroyer falls. Panda getting some XP. Eugene finally working on that tower now. Panda continuing to put in damage, but getting surrounded by his own wisps. Finally gets out. But what will it be able to do? The Banshees have master training. If any bears come in, they're just gonna get stolen. Oh, Yeti actually invested in another expo as well. And still trying to chase this panda down. But he does get back to his base. Only one Moonwell here though. And Mass Dryads is the choice as there are Master Banshees. However, the Dryads, how well will they hold up against this level 5 Lich hitting with Orb of Corruption and 3-0 damage Fiends? One Fiend, it does get picked off, but the coil, the panda lives with 12 health. Oh my god. Last Moonwell used and there's like nothing. The panda, how do you heal this dude? You need more bears. And I think Eugene actually might see, like, if he ever unburrows this, it's going to spot this. I think when you're burrowed, you have very little vision. Yeah. Yeti realizes his position. Eugene taking the 2-0 there. Undead OP XD.